Alright, greetings from the North Shore of Auckland, New Zealand, and it is it's actually a beautiful night, and I kind of think about that for a second because the last few days have been anything but beautiful. We're catching I think we're on the outskirts of Cyclone June or something like that, some name, hurricane, cyclone, to me they're all the same, but anyway, the storm has passed. And it is a really beautiful night. The temperature is probably I'd have to put it probably in the low 70s, maybe upper 60s, nice breeze. And you see behind me there is the Murray's Beach. And that is the direction that I've been walking every night for the last, well, since I got here on December 27th. So tonight, as I was walking down here, I found myself thinking about the fact that we are creatures of habit, and we tend to fall into various habits over the course of our life and kind of get stuck in them. So tonight I'm going to break a habit, and that is a habit that I've developed of walking from my home, where I'm staying rather, walking from my home up on McLean Lane here in here in Murray's Bay, and I walk up to Meringue Bay every night. It's about probably a good hour walk, maybe a little bit more than that, and it's a walk right along the beach. But tonight I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to shake it up, and I'm going to take the cliff walk, and I'm going to walk from Murray's Bay up to Browns Bay. And Browns Bay is it's a rather large, medium-sized town, but it would be a small town, but as compared to the towns I've seen around here, it's a rather large town. So I'm going to walk up to Browns Bay tonight, and I'm going to walk along the cliff walk. And I had the chance to walk back from Browns Bay the other day, and the views from up there are just really beautiful. So it's low tide right now. It should be a nice evening for a walk, and then I'll give you a little tour of Browns Bay. Maybe I'll grab something to eat up there as well. Speaking of habits, I don't know if you know this or not, but it takes the research shows that if you do the same thing X amount of days in a row, it'll become a habit. So with that in mind, I'm going to break this habit. I'll tell you how many days that is at the end of the video, how many days it takes to form a habit. Over the years, when I've identified bad habits that I have, I always try to replace a bad habit with a good habit. So I'm going to start my walk, and in doing so, I'll give you a nice little shot of the area here if I can, and I'll just pan this around. So that's the distance, that's the direction that I usually walk. And if I pan out here, you'll see I'm sitting on the wharf here in Murray's Bay, but just out on the horizon there are some sailboats, and if I'm not mistaken, those are young Kiwis, what they call the New Zealanders, young Kiwis learning to sail. So New Zealand is famous for its sailing, and it appropriately so because of its proximity, or it's basically surrounded by the ocean. But anyway, so I'm going to pan back around here, and I'll give you a view of the other direction that I'm going to be walking tonight. So you'll see here in just a moment the cliffs. So there's actually a trail that goes up along these cliffs, and it'll take me up to Browns Bay. So with that in mind, I'm going to get this little new habit, if you will, underway, and bring you along for the well, not the ride, but bring you along for the walk, I guess. Just at the other end of the wharf here, I saw an interesting sight, and that is the cliffs here, and you can see the trees that I think inevitably are going to fall into the sea here at some point in time. You can see the exposed roots right there, so that's quite an interesting sight. You know, the word inevitably, if my dad were listening to this video right now, he would say that is a 50-cent word. So inevitably, I think that would probably be a good word for Scrabble, don't you think? So anyway, I'm going to start the cliff walk, and it shouldn't be probably a good 30-minute walk over to. I'd say it's probably a good 30-minute walk up and over the cliff. There's somebody doing some rowing on this beautiful summer night, winter night if you're north of the equator, I guess. So there's some folks headed out for a nice night of rowing. And as I continue my way toward the entrance of the cliff walk path, I look down to the shore, and lo and behold, there's Greg and Rachel Pedrotti, the owners of the home where I'm staying, and they're getting ready for an evening swim. And it's pretty cold in that water there, I must say. But you won't meet a lovelier couple than what you see right there walking along the shore. Greg is a cancer survivor, and he's, from what I understand, he's a very, very blessed man to be enjoying the summer evening here in Auckland, New Zealand, with his lovely wife Rachel. So they are a great, really a great couple. And speaking of enjoying the evening, there is one of my housemates, that's Melissa, and she's doing what's called hooping, I guess, with some hula hoops. So I was watching her do that the other day. It's actually kind of fascinating to watch her with those. She'll come down every night in nice weather and do what's called hooping. I'd never seen it before, but she seems to be pretty darn good at it. Alright, with all that out of the way, this is the entrance to the walkway on the cliff walk here that'll take me from Murray's Bay up and over to Browns Bay. So let's get this walk underway, shall we? Here I am just at the start of the trail, and you can see the beautiful home here. That must have $1 million view of the South Pacific. And you can see it's a nice path that takes us up and over to Browns Bay. All right, there are the sailboats that I showed you as I was sitting down on the wharf, and you can see the view from this walk is just really beautiful. So I'll just do a nice pan and show you the horizon here of the cliff walk on my way over to Browns Bay. Nice beautiful clouds in the sky. Okay, and there you see the trail going up, and then along the trail on the other side you've got these homes. So that gives you a nice view of a home here. Alright, onward to Browns Bay. There's another nice view just a little bit further up the trail, and that should be Browns Bay up there. So we'll continue on, and I'm going to find a nice place to eat, I think, and have a nice dinner tonight. Alright, here's another beautiful view. So, and just behind me there is a large, expansive lawn area if you wanted to come and have a nice picnic, perhaps. You'd have to come here for a morning picnic if you wanted to watch the sunrise, because we're facing east. But nonetheless, this gives you a really good idea as to the cliff walk here from Murray's Bay over to Browns Bay. Alright, so you're looking at a sign where I've come out on a trail. This is the Gumdiggers Trail. So, Gumdiggers Trail, I guess, is part of the cliff walk, if you will. But if I pan around, I can show you some of the homes here. Give you a good idea as to what
what the homes look like, a typical neighborhood here on the North Shore. Just like in England and Australia, Ireland, they drive on the wrong side of the road here. So, go figure. Okay, you can see that I've come up to, looks like Rothsay Bay here, and I think this is the bay preceding Browns Bay, and give you a nice little shot of the area here. There's some residential homes up here, playground. You can see that. And then if I pan back toward the ocean, you will see that it is actually low tide. So, being low tide, I'm going to opt to walk along the shore as opposed to following the trail up along the path. So let's just hope high tide doesn't come in as I'm walking, eh? Boy, if that's not an interesting looking pigeon. The colorings on that pigeon are quite interesting. At least I think it's a pigeon. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's a pigeon. Yeah, this almost looks like a moonscape as you're walking along. So it's definitely low tide, otherwise this ball will be underwater. This will give you another nice perspective of the beach here, Roths Bay, and the cliffs. See a gentleman here walking his dog. I'll just pan around and give you a nice shot of the cliff there. And then just over to the right, you'll see the Browns Bay. So that's where I'm headed. All right, so I've made it to Browns Bay, and as you can see, I don't know if they call this place Dogs Beach or what, but sure are a lot of people with dogs out here, enjoying a summer evening, somewhat overcast summer's evening, and then up along the other side of the beach, you have the park, if you will, and that's where I saw a lot of people barbecuing out the other day. So that was probably a little bit more than a 30-minute walk, I would say, from Murray's Bay over to Browns Bay, and there is a rainbow just off on the horizon. So maybe some sailor's going to find a pot of gold out there. I was talking to a friend today who told me that if I happen to find a seashell, to send it to her, and I will certainly do that. Her name is Kathy Mindrup, and she has been so kind to me. She works for Certified Transmission, and twice a month she'll make the trip over to Wells Fargo Bank and deposit a paycheck for me. So I told Kathy that if I meet a woman named Sally and she's selling seashells on the seashore, that I will be sure to buy one for her and send it to her. So we'll see if we find a gal named Sally selling seashells on the seashore or not, huh? Alright, there's a better shot of the rainbow. I took my filter off, and it gives you an even nicer shot of the rainbow here in the North Shore of Auckland, Browns Bay. Okay, so I'm being greeted by some of the local residents here in Browns Bay. So these girls have their attack dogs at the ready to protect them from guys like me. But anyway, all right. All right. So apparently these little watchdogs can do tricks.
Sit down.
Let's see.
Sit down. Sit down.
All right.
Good boy.
I told them that I'm doing a YouTube video, and girls want their dogs to perform. Have you ever heard of David Letterman's stupid pet tricks?
No, but I'm pretty sure we would be on it.
You would, huh? David Letterman is a late night talk show in America.
I've never heard the stupid pet.
Yeah, but he does stupid pet tricks. Okay.
Okay.
So show me what's the dog's name?
This is Indy.
I'm sorry?
Indy.
Indy.
Like Indy 500.
Okay, or Indy. Okay, so let's see what Indy can do.
Stick him up. No, come here. Come. Just getting too excited. Sit. Sit. Hey. Stick him up. Stick him up.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
You did. Okay, come here. Give me a spin. 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 Come.
Look at Indy go.
Come. Hey, take a bow. Come on. Come here. Take a bow.
There you go.
Oh, give me a wave.
All right.
Oh, there you go.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Not a problem.
So Indy will be a star on TomDownUnder.com tonight. All right. And this little dog's name?
Oh, Monty.
Muppy?
Monty.
Monty?
Like the full Monty.
Yeah, like the full Monty.
Yeah.
Okay.
High five.
There you go. Ladies, are you Kiwis?
Yeah.
So, so tell me something. I'm going into Browns Bay and I want to get something to eat tonight. And I want something really New Zealand. What are you guys famous for here?
Lamb. Yeah.
Lamb?
I went to all South African food.
Lamb. Yeah.
Browns Bay is really famous for South Africans. There's a lot of South Africans.
A lot of South African, huh?
A little something.
Yeah, big
All right.
steak. There's a nice place called Deep Creek.
Okay, so this is your summer.
Pretty much.
I left the beautiful California wine country to come down for the summer.
Yeah.
And this is it, huh?
Friday's gonna bring it out.
Friday.
Saturday, okay.
All right, sounds good. Well, listen, thanks for talking to me and showing me the pet tricks. All right, so now that the entertainment of the evening is over, thank you to Indy and Monty. I find my way up here at the playground, and then just opposite the playground here in the park is it's like a bike where the kids are riding their bikes or skateboards, doing different tricks. And then just over here is a cafe. It looks like that's a brewery actually. It's called what does that look like? Deep Creek Brewing Company. So that is actually where that's the first restaurant my tour guide took me to when I arrived here on December 27th. Oh, going back to the how many days to a habit before I forget. You do something for 21 days in a row, the experts say that will become a habit. So I don't know, I'm not going to be here in Murray's Bay for 21 days, so much for this walk being a habit. But anyway, let's go find something to eat, shall we? And here you're looking at Main Street, Browns Bay. So it is, it's bigger than, definitely bigger than Morangi Bay, where I have been frequenting these past few weeks. You can see they've got just a mix of different shops here in Browns Bay. So I'm feeling like some Indian or Thai food or something, and I'm going to see if I can't find a restaurant here somewhere along the strip. Although that Pizza Hut sure does look tempting, huh? Nah, I'll eat something healthier. Alright, so I found my way over to the Noodle Canteen, and I've eaten here once before, not at this location, but at a different location. And as I recall, the food was really good. And I'll give you a quick shot of the menu here at the Noodle Canteen. So everything up there you just multiply by about 0.80, and that'll give you a price in US dollars. So I'm going with a good, what did I get? I got shrimp. So you can see some of the menu items there and the prices that you're going to pay for dinner down here in Browns Bay. What did I get? I got I got something up there. Garlic prawns is what I'm going to be having tonight. So that's my choice right there. Garlic prawns, $13.80. So subtract about $2.60 from that, and just over $10 for dinner. Alright, so there's dinner. Dinner is served. And you know, they talk about it being expensive down here in New Zealand, and it can be expensive at certain places, but
if you just know where to eat and what to eat, it's not really a whole heck of a lot of difference than if you were eating here or eating up in the States. Up in the States, I'd probably pay about $8 or $9 for something like this, and that's about what I'm paying here, maybe just a little bit more. Okay, so what summer night in New Zealand would be complete without a little frolic? And in case you're wondering what I'm talking about, I found this little place called Frolic right across from where I had dinner. And you can see I kind of loaded up. Now, because Ina's not with me tonight, you know, I figured that I might as well have her share as well. So we've got some, oh, what kind do we have here? We have some, this is the Greek right here. Oh, you got to try the Greek. And then we have, this is the, what is this one? Oh, this is the, I guess the Oreo whatever. Should try that one too. And then somewhere in here, oh, there's the chocolate. So the chocolate, and you know what they say about green M&Ms, don't you? Well, if you don't, Google it. So, it's been a nice night. Wonderful chance to share that walk with you from Murray's Bay up here to Browns Bay, and saw some interesting things. We even got some dog tricks, huh? So I'll give a shout out to Indy and Monty and their lovely owners. Thank you for the entertainment. So with that, I'm going to enjoy my dessert and then head on back to Murray's Bay and get a good night's sleep and wake up in the morning and do it all over again. So take good care from Browns Bay, New Zealand, North Shore.